And thanks for joining us. When the pandemic started to take off 2 years ago, the Dane County Jail abruptly halted its Huber or work release program.
Today, the sheriff tells our Naomi Coles they are preparing a relaunch. Naomi joins us from the News Center now with the story. Naomi?
For a long time in Dane County, getting a jail sentence instead of prison has meant you can still keep going to work, sometimes from home, sometimes returning to the jail at night. But during the pandemic, the jail's no longer been an option, something the Dane County Sheriff soon plans to reverse.
We've been waiting for this day when Huber gets back online.
Work release privileges are for a judge to decide and the sheriff to implement. For judges, not having that has left a few cases open dating back to 2019.
Not having that safety valve has been a problem. And I know, at least in my branch, there have been a number of cases that are still pending resolution because the attorneys knew their client would not qualify for jail diversion and were dependent upon Huber to be able to continue supporting their family.
In normal times, people sentenced to jail often get Huber work release privileges. That means either coming back here to the Ferris Center jail at night or qualifying for the Level Up jail diversion program where they have electric monitoring at home. Since the pandemic, the Ferris Center has been largely silent, keeping inmates from tracking the virus between the jail and community.
It is going to take some adjustment to come back to that. We've had 2 years of not having that program.
Dane County Sheriff Kalvin Barrett says his office is now preparing a plan to bring the jail option back safely.
I think it plays a huge role in regards to their warm reentry. Our ultimate goal and our philosophy here is we want to rehabilitate those that are within our facility. And by doing that, the Huber program allows them to establish employment or continue that employment so that there is a warm reentry back into the community.
Having it back moves some cases forward.
Those people who have been out in the community working and can't afford to lose those jobs or those opportunities.
And it lets judges use work release sentencing freely.
Some assurance that if a person's qualified to go to their workplace, that they can.
The sheriff says that this has meant some had to stay in jail with no work privileges at all if they didn't qualify for jail diversion. That program has expanded throughout the pandemic, and today the sheriff told me they had a record of 107 currently serving sentences from home on electric monitoring. Since the pandemic, some counties in Wisconsin have discarded Huber entirely in favor of monitoring programs.